Alright, so today I'm talking about the Hierophant, or number 5 card in the Major Arcana. We're talking Tarot Talks, everybody. Tarot Talks. I'm Andrew Haskins. I've been doing this shit for a while, studying since I was 14. I'm 31. I don't care. You guys want to, if you're worried about appeal to authority, then here's for all you people who appeal to authority. I do read tarot professionally. I do get paid for doing this when I have clients. But anyways, so we're talking about the Hierophant today. Now, the Hierophant's the 5th card. Okay. The Hierophant, also known as the Pope in older decks, is a religious teacher. We've gone over a couple of his associations and other cards, but let's get into it in a little more depth. Okay, so the Hierophant represents established religion, the masculine principle of religion, the cathedral, the clergy, the church. He represents a authority figure as well as a teaching figure. All right, my favorite one is down here on the side. You see the Guru. Guru card is actually the best way of describing the Hierophant, because this has to do with the learning process. Now, what does the Hierophant do? The Hierophant listens to the High Priestess about her babbling rambles, right? And then he has to sort it and then describe it to the people, right? So the Hierophant is the relationship between the structures and the people. And so what the Hierophant does is he interprets the High Priestess and her things. So she's the High Priestess is the Oracle of Delphi. He's the priest. He has to actually explain to the people what it is that she was talking about. Another facet of what he has to do is he has to explain the law of the emperor to the people. So the emperor comes up with a fucking idea and he's like, this shall be. And then the Hierophant's like, all right, guys, well, we got to start moving bricks and rocks and stuff because we got to build this structure because the king's doing it. And so he has to interpret what is coming from the abyss by both the emperor and the priestess and give that to the rest of everybody. He's a teacher. He is the point of learning. If you can see on the one card, there's pictures of elephants, because the Hierophant never forgets, right? And it's also the endurance is another aspect of this card. So mostly in physical matters, it's endurance. Its Hebrew letter is a vav, or vow, however you want to pronounce it, because Hebrew is fucking hard to pronounce or get right, because it's never one thing. And then its association in astrology is Taurus, thus the bulls. Now, this helps a lot when you think about it as the Guru card, because what do we know about cows in Hindu culture? What do we know about cows in Hindu culture, guys? Come on. All right. So, what is the Hierophant, and what does he do? The Hierophant is there to instruct the people about their relationship with the divine and to help them further their goal to ascertain the divine, or to get closer and closer to the divine, because that was like the whole thing, is that God is infinite, so as you get closer to God, you approach God infinitely close at nauseum, right? And so you can infinitely get infinitely closer to God, right? And so the Hierophant is there to show you how to do this. The Hierophant is the teacher. He is a loving, compassionate teacher that's there to... You're supposed to subordinate yourself to him because he is there to help. Now, as you can see, there's a pentagram on most of those. So the pentagram's a symbol of man. Has to do with whenever you hear repent, right? This is what it has to do with, because the pentagram is the symbol of perfectly distributed charge. What does that mean? That means that you are perfectly shareable to everything. Your inside is just like your outside. You're not hiding or keeping secrets. You're the same. You're the same in private as you are externally. This is what it means to repent. Is to redistribute yourself. As to be real. Okay, so this is the funny thing about religions when they say to repent, but like Most religions have self-selected not for understanding or spiritual aptitude. They have actually self-selected for obedience and servitude. Same with education, right? And that's the problem with most educational systems as well, because he also does represent education as an established education. So most systems, they educate, but like they're not really educating. What they're doing is they're self-selecting for people who propagate their own authority over those people. So the people who are actually smarter are kicked out, and the people who are dumber but subordinate are kept. If you take a look at the one, it'd be coming out of the Thoth deck. You see the little girl, the woman, below the Hierophant, making the points of the pentagram. That's supposed to represent the priestess. She holds the moon and the sword, right? So that's the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, right? And also the moon associated with Taurus. So what is this card? This card is about learning. It's about teaching. It's about subordination for a purpose. Not subordination as in just giving yourself, but it's about subordinating yourself to a teacher for the lessons that teacher has. And this is why I want to actually be like the guru card is actually the best way to describe this, because it used to be that the religious were the people who actually cared about the community. They were actually people who were worried about the mental, emotional, psychological welfare of the people, the spiritual welfare of the people, right? Because people are going to take care of themselves physically, but it's the job of the Hierophant to take care of people spiritually, to nurture them spiritually, to teach them spiritually, right? And so that is what this card is. Again, he sits on a throne, showing that it is an establishment. It has to do with the clergy or the cathedral, right? So this is about an established religious hierarchical structure, and then subordinate yourself to it to gain what it has to teach. And that's the Hierophant. And so when this card comes up, sometimes it means, be patient and endure. Sometimes it means subordinate yourself to learn. Sometimes it means to teach, or to teach somebody below you. And so that's the Hierophant. It also means, basically established religious thought, or exoteric religious thought. Again, so the High Priestess is esoteric. The Hierophant is exoteric, or the outside part of the religion. And so that is really what's up with him. Let's see. Plug that in. Alright, and so that's the Hierophant. That's the card. If there's any questions or anything I missed, please let me know. As we can all see that there are so many symbols drawn into these things. If you miss one, don't worry, you'll eventually get it. He's got the sign of blessing, right? But also in Chinese culture, this is a warding sign. It's also what you do when you have a straight sword, so it's called sword hand, right? So this will, you do this in Chinese culture, demons fear you because you can actually strike them and cut them. Another thing would be because you use a sword in a lot of Western magical systems in the same capacity as a ward, as a guard. It's also the sign of blessing, right? So it's about blessing, right? So in the Western, it's a blessing sign. In the Eastern, it's a warding sign. All right. He's got his little trifoil wand, reminiscence of clubs. It's also the little Celtic knot triplicity of the Norse and the Celts. So this has to do with the religion, the spiritual belief of the people, of the established spiritual beliefs. All right, that should be all of them. Again, obviously, associations with Egypt and learning and mystery schools and everything that have you there. Yeah, that's the Hierophant. I hope this is informative. If I missed something, please let me know. If there's something you want me to cover, let me know. If you liked it, like it anyways. If you want to be a hate watcher, subscribe. If you don't want to be a hate watcher, subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, just do it anyways, man. It helps me out. And if there's anything you'd like me to cover that
I'm not already on path to cover, just let me know and bug me to do that, because I'm here for you guys. You determine what I say, because, well, actually you determine my success at this. So just remember that. Just remember that. It's all connected, right? Let's do Hierophant.